All right, let's get into this. Let's see what we got going on here. We have these where, oh my god, Sun Fury is just over simming so fucking hard. All right, so let's grab this talent string, import. I don't even know what to call it. Sun Fury single target's good enough. Do we have any arcane AoE? No, we only have frost AoE. Yeah, the only links I have are to frost AoE. Okay. Um so what is this actually picking or not picking? This is picking high voltage, and then let's see. Just take a look real quick at how the rotation is being played out currently, since I've done like no work in here. So real quick, familiarize myself. Are we taking evocation? No, and not mana adept. So you're only going to use surge. Got it. You're not taking arcane echo. You're taking that, which grants a clear casting. What do these do now? Touch the Magi increases your damage. Arcane charges further increase damage. Missiles damage increase. Charges further increase damage again. When Touch the Magi explodes, it leaves behind a pulsing rune on its target, dealing 50% of its damage over 6 seconds to nearby enemies. Damage is increased by 100% of your initial target. Okay, whatever. And then we have overpowered missiles. Gaining clear casting has a 25% chance to blah, 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 blah. Make your missiles super strong. 100% increased damage. Generate max stacks of salvo and strike 3 additional targets. Okay. When spells consumes clear casting, its damage increased by 20%. It's weird because like you're just gonna use missiles for that. Arcane salvo damage bonus increased. That really matters. Okay, cool. Then let's look at what they're actually doing. Arcane Surge, if cooldown Touch the Magi remains less than 11 and talent Spellfire spheres, so that's for Sun Fury, or cooldown Touch the Magi remains less than Arcane Surge execute time plus GCD max 2 and not talent Spellfire here. So for Spell Slinger, you're going to use Touch of the Magi right after Arcane Surge, but for Sun Fury, you're not. 8 seconds. Buff Arcane Surge remains. If buff Arcane Surge up and buff Arcane Surge remains, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's some weight thing. Arcane Barrage, if Arcane Soul is up. Do nothing else but Arcane Barrage. Got it? So you're no longer weaving missiles because missiles doesn't give you another precision anymore. Touch of the Magi, use off GCD if buff Arcane Surge down or Arcane Surge remains less than or equal to 5. Okay. How long does Soul last now? Empowers you, granting 6 seconds of soul. Okay, so that's why it's 5 instead of like 2.5, because you can get like 9 seconds of soul on live right now. Makes sense. So we're going to touch the Magi with less than 5 seconds of surge left, so you get 5 seconds plus the 6 seconds of soul all up in there. Sounds good. Barrage for Touch the Magi remains greater than 44 seconds, and previous so if you just use Touch the Magi, previous off GCD was Touch the Magi. Arcane Barrage, if cooldown Touch the Magi remains greater than 44 and previous off GCD Touch of the Magi. That feels weird. What's the CD on Touch of the Magi right now? 45 seconds. Okay. What does Touch of the Magi actually give us? I want to see everything related to Touch of the Magi. So Touch of the Magi, 20% of damage to the target, then exploding for that amount to other targets. This grants you clear casting, and this just buffs Touch of the Magi. So why would you use Arcane Barrage after Touch of the Magi? So you just use Touch of the Magi off CD. Wait, does Touch of the Magi actually grant you charges anymore? Yeah, generates 4 arcane charges. That seems weird. Okay. But you don't want to drop your salvo stacks, I guess. Is there a reason? Not sure. We're not going to Arcane Pulse, Arcane Blast if Surge up, and buff Arcane Surge remains less than 6 seconds. So you want to blast into touch, not barrage into touch. Interesting. Okay. Arcane Barrage, if your stacks equals 4 and Surge is up, and Surge remains less than the GCD max times 9, and buff clear casting stacks dot react and buff arcane salvo dot react greater than 23, or intuition is active. So barrage at max stacks in arcane surge, if surge has more than 9 seconds left or 9 GCDs left, and you have a clear casting cast and you're at max salvo stack. So max charge. Bro, this is what I'm talking about, man. You still need the barrage weak aura. You just don't have it anymore, but everything is still there that caused the problems with it. All right. Barrage at max arcane charges and max salvo stacks during arcane surge if you have less than or greater than 9 seconds left on arcane surge. Cool. Missiles if you have clear casting and surge remains greater than 6. And surge up. Interrupt at GCD. If tick time.gc remains and buff overpowered missiles is down, so only clip if we don't have overpowered missiles. Also, don't clip in AoE. Got it. Okay. Arcane Barrage, if we have 4 stacks and Touch the Magi is up, and Touch the Magi remains less than GCD max. So get a Barrage at the end of Touch the Magi. Okay. Barrage if arcane charges is 4 and cooldown of orb remains less than half and enemies greater than 3 so that you can generate stacks again, and salvo stacks less than 18, sure, or buff salvo stacks greater than 23 or intuition buff. Okay, so this ore covers this. So arcane barrage at 4 stacks with max salvo. Okay. Or you have a clear casting and salvo stacks are less than 18. And arcane surge down, Touch the Magi remains greater than 4. And arcane surge remains greater than 4. Okay. So you're barraging either at max salvo stacks or less than 18 salvo stacks, but you have a missiles, so you don't cap on salvo stacks, basically. That's what I'm thinking that means. Arcane Orb, if charges are low. Missiles, if charges are less than 2. Okay. And then blast. Okay, so you're barraging. You're not barraging into touch anymore, which I don't fully understand why. But you're basically barraging at max charges and max salvo stacks, or max charges and less than 18 salvo stacks if you have a missiles proc. It's effectively what I saw. You don't want to barrage in the end of surge, kind of, so that you keep your salvo stacks. Not really sure. But for the most part, it looks like you're barraging at max charges and max salvo stacks. Okay, so the one thing that I need to make sure I have is the ability to track my charges, which I don't know where that is. It's like a secondary bar, right? It should be. It's my debuffs, okay. Tracked buffs, tracked buffs. Where would it even be? Status bar, talking head, durations, loot window. Combat buffs and debuffs, stance bar. Not a stance bar, though. Possess bar? That's what I don't know, is like, how can I get these charges and how can I move them is the question that I need to figure out. Status bar 2? What's up, Ghost? Status bar 2? Is that what you think it is? Status bar 1 and status bar 2 are down here, but I have no idea what they actually do. Save and exit. It doesn't show anything right now. Let's see once I get charges. No. Okay. Options. It's a resource, right? You'll be using add-ons. Well, I'm trying to figure this out for like next week when we don't really have add-ons that are probably going to work. Maybe by the time I raid. So I was trying to figure this out before then, so I could just play default UI and maybe like nameplates add-on. So that doesn't help. Is it technically a buff? No, arcane charges are not shown as a buff. So how are you tracking arcane charges? What are you supposed to do? I'm just going to turn on all these and see if anything shows up with anything. Duration bars, sure. Yeah, but don't they have secondary resources now available? I thought that was like a post that happened. Oh, fuck, not the support window. Okay, so I turned on all of these, including the stance bar. Fucking slap it over there. You know what? Hit me with external defenses and extra abilities too. Just give me everything. Just absolutely everything. Okay. Is anything tracking my charges anywhere? No. Bro, what? There's nothing on my screen tracking my charges. Only way I can get them is if I turn on personal resource display. Which, does this still like move with you, or is that locked in one place? And then can I edit the... I'm going to have personal resource display. Hide health and power bars. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's fucking weird, dude. That took so much. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I need that. Don't need. Extra abilities. Don't even know what that is. That. Okay. Cool. So we have those. So charges need to go like up here. Can I make them bigger? I don't have any control over the size of this. Fun. All right. Is what it is. I need a place to move those timing abilities. I don't know how I want to do this one. These are two things that I kind of definitely want, like right there, but I guess I'm not going to have them at the same time, so maybe this can overlap. I have my debuffs like right here. Everything. This is so cringe. Okay. Maybe that's good enough. Can I hide these then? Because if so, I don't want these. Of course not. They're just going to exist there. That's fun. Okay. Default UI. Love it. Just duplicate stuff. Okay. So we have nothing else to press besides Arcane Surge. And then we don't want to barrage into Touch of the Magi, which I don't understand. Ghost, if you're there, do you know why they're not barraging into Touch of the Magi in the current APL? I don't quite understand that. But other than that, it's just 4 arcane charges, max salvo stacks, or less than 18 salvo stacks, and you have a missiles. So let's just practice the regular rotation for right now. Hit with that. Look at that. And we're at max charges. Bam. Missiles. Oh, we're supposed to clip that. Okay, that's fine. Wasn't supposed to use that one, but that's okay. Missiles here. Clip on GCD. How do you get back to max charges without going oom? Aren't you just going oom here? How are you not going oom outside of cooldowns? All right, so Arcane Surge lasts 15 seconds plus 6 seconds. So we need to go at least 21 seconds outside of that, or we're outside of Surge. So let's just go to here. I mean, yeah, Arcane Blast a million times in a row. Then Arcane Barrage at Q. Missiles at R. This Blast Barrage at Q. So what is Q again? Arcane Barrage if stacks are 4 and orb remains less than blah 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 and you have multiple targets, or salvo stacked is greater than or equal to 23 and you have intuition. or you have intuition. Okay, so I need to track intuition, but intuition is given at max salvo stack, so that doesn't matter. Or clear casting, you have the clear casting buff. So they're just proccing clear casting more. Okay. Goichi said, I haven't looked at it, but my guess is between no tempo stacking / low arcane barrage damage if less than X amount of salvo / queuing surge is better. You don't queue surge either as Sun Fury in this. So you use Touch of the Magi with 5 seconds left of surge so that you get Touch of the Magi through Soul because barrage at max salvo stacks does so much damage. But they're not barraging into Touch of the Magi. Like the lines here is Arcane Barrage, if cooldown Touch of the Magi remains greater than 44, which means you've already used Touch of the Magi, and previous off GCD is Touch of the Magi. So maybe like casting Barrage before Touch of the Magi no longer gets the damage into Touch of the Magi. Maybe it's only for spells casted after Touch of the Magi. But like this doesn't make sense to me because this immediately puts you at 0 charges. And then this doesn't even check if you have any way to get back up to 4 charges. So like you're just wasting the charges from Touch of the Magi is kind of what this looks like. But let me see what actually happens. Yeah, Arcane Blast, Touch of the Magi, Arcane Barrage. Boom. You can Arcane Barrage afterwards. Oh, because you gain clear casting from Touch of the Magi. Duh. So you always have a missiles afterwards. Okay. All right. So outside of cooldowns, they missiles on that one. They barrage. They missiles again. So they're just getting missiles procs. Arcane Blast, Arcane Barrage. They're getting missiles proc again. So they're just proccing missiles way more than I just did. I mean, I just went in like 7 seconds. Blast, Barrage because they have a missiles again. Wait. Okay, yeah, they probably got 4 charges from the missiles and the blast. That's fine. Barrage, missiles, barrage immediately again. They got 4 charges from the missiles. Even with clipping it? Or did they full channel that? Do you clip this? Arcane missiles if stacks less than 2 and high voltage, or clear casting, react, and overpowered missiles. Okay, so you don't clip a regular missiles. If you're using missiles to gain charges, you're not clipping. If you're using missiles like in Surge, you're clipping. This is in Surge, right? And Surge remains, buff Surge remains greater than 6. Yep. If you're using missiles here, you're also clipping. So outside of CDs, you're not clipping missiles is kind of what this looks like. Inside of CDs, you're clipping missiles if your Surge is less than 5. Or you're clipping missiles if you're not in AoE. Okay, so outside, you're not clipping missiles. Got it. Okay, and then they're just getting super lucky, and then they get unlucky for a long amount of time. What is their mana at right here? They go from 97 to 63. Like, when do they go They go right here. In Touch of the Magi. They're like starting Touch of the Magi. What are they doing at that point if they have no mana? And there's not even anything listed here. They're just getting like lucky with procs. That's crazy. Okay. Hell yeah. Let's do that. So let's just hit here. Boom. So we just need to get better missiles procs, like right there. Boom. And then we don't clip. We just full send it. And then we pray for another missiles proc, which we're not getting. Which we're not getting. Which we're not getting. Well, now we have to go all the way, says the rotation here. Boom. And we press. Okay. Pray for missiles proc. Pray for missiles proc. Pray for missiles proc. Got it. Send. We can orb on this one. Oh, that should have been a barrage immediately because I got a proc on the orb. That's cool. This feels terrible. Oh, look at that, a moon. But barraging here doesn't even help me because you don't have mana adept anymore. Oh, look at that, a moon. Bro, what am I supposed to do here? All right. We're going to do surge rotation. Hold on, let's get 2 charges back here. Surge. Boom. And then we just spam barrage in soul. Good gameplay right there. That's going to give me max stacks. Oh, I should have gotten charges. Oh, I should send this one. So like after Surge, you seem to have like a ton of charges basically. Okay, so after Surge, you're just dumping missiles for like a really long time. That makes sense. I kind of, I guess. I don't know. So you're not like without mana for that long because you're dumping all your missiles charges from Surge. Like, sure. And then you just dump missiles here. Dumping missiles again. I didn't get 4 charges, so I have to cast. Okay. So you just can't play this doing the base rotation without your CDs because you will go boom immediately. That's fine. So this doesn't feel that bad because you're actually very mobile doing this. So that's kind of nice. Oh wait, did I? Oh, orb eats clear casting. I forgot about that. Oh no. My bad. My bad. I don't remember what I'm supposed to missiles at or barrage at in Surge. And then you just kind of spam. I think I accidentally clipped that. So you're basically like, you're never getting to max salvo stacks outside of so right now. Outside of CDs. I feel like I'm never getting to max salvo stacks because I'm always having a clear casting proc. Does Touch of the Magi give you overpowered missiles? Can't tell. Got the last charge at the very end. I feel like you wouldn't want to play the build that like orb eats your clear casting. Oops. I did the live thing of weaving my missiles. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that either. Oh well, okay. This feels so strange. It's going to take some getting used to, that's for sure. Also, like the delay of whether you get the charges or not to determine whether you need to arcane blast or not is really frustrating me. I might get used to it, or I might just always send a blast like after a missile or something. Just to make sure that you like never mess it up. You know with overpowered missiles that you're going to have it. So like most of what you're doing is sending missiles. Kind of what it feels like. Feel like I'm spending most of my days here just sending missiles. What's the actual count here of what you're sending? 8.6 missiles there. 4 missiles there. 51 missiles there. Yeah, your missiles a lot. Okay. So how often are you actually getting to max salvo stacks? So in CDs, what are they doing here? They're casting O missiles, then R missiles. O is missiles with that. R is where R is that one. So if buff clear casting react is greater than 1 and arcane surge remains greater than 6 and surge is up, missiles, interrupt, tick, GCD remains. If tick GCD remains and you don't have overpowered missiles and arcane or enemies less than 3. So if you have 2 missiles and surge has greater than 6 seconds, send them and interrupt. R doesn't matter. It's just if your stacks are low or if you have blah overpowered missiles and less than 18. So you're always missilesing after your arcane surge, and then they double missiles, and then they just blast, 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 blast. Touch of the Magi, barrage right after Touch of the Magi with K, and then missiles immediately after that. Missiles 1, 2, 3. So they're banking all of their missiles till afterwards. Your only missiles in CDs if surge is up, surge is less than 5. What is causing them to blast when they have clear casting procs? So where's clear cast? They just didn't have clear casting until they went to touch the Magi. Okay. Because the only arcane blast line in CDs is here, which is arcane blast if surge is up and surge remains less than 6. And you should missiles if surge remains less than 5 as a higher priority than that. And you shouldn't barrage at surge less than 5 is basically what this looks like. You should hold all your barrages so that you have your salvo stacks going in. Okay. So for the most part during surge, you're just casting Arcane Blast. You barrage after the touch, dump your missiles, Arcane Blast, and then once you get into Arcane Soul, you're going to start barraging. 5 seconds after that, boom, and then you're spamming barrages at max charges. And then once you get out of Soul, you're going to missiles. Okay. That makes sense. We go again. So you start with this, then you're immediately going to missiles here. See what you get. And then just blast, 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 and just hold on to those. That, missiles, 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 barrage. There, send this. And then we're in the missiles, barrage, hellscape. This, into missiles again after. Into missiles again. Now we're chilling. Casting. Give me missiles, give me missiles, give me missiles before I go Give me missiles before I go There we go. Technically, I shouldn't have sent that one, I guess. There. Missiles. And missiles. And now we're just blasting, baby. Barrage in the last GCD of touch. I remember that now. Send and missiles. Charges, barrage, missiles. You are doing so much missiles stuff. Okay. Just hanging out with missiles. I wonder what they're gonna do with the intuition procs. Oh, I forgot to barrage. My bad. Supposed to barrage after touch of the Magi every time. Yeah. I'm getting the hang of it a little bit more. See, that's where I'm just always going to like Arcane Blast after a missiles, because you never know if you're going to get that 4th one or not. See, and then if you surge, or if you orb, you just wasted your orb. Feels bad. 21, 23, send that one. Oh look, no missiles, I'm going Look, no missiles, I'm going And the surge there, because I know I'm gonna get those. Barrage. And then I'm baby. Just gonna bank this one. Missiles. Missiles. Barrages. Into missiles. Into another full missiles. Missiles. Missiles again. This is definitely different gameplay, that's for sure. You're actually going to be pretty goddamn mobile. Because you're casting so many missiles, dude. Certainly not the DPS I was expecting to be doing. Guess who's going baby? It's me. What trinkets am I using? Trinkets are they using? Does this profile even use trinkets? Alright, I'm gonna be done for right now. Am I not taking greater invisibility? I am. Is it not on my bars? Guess not. Okay. I'd also need dwarf. I think that's it. I don't know why we're taking mirror images. It's not like it does anything. Mass invis can go on shift mouse down. I want to do some keys. We have resonance, right? Yep. Okay, so we have resonance. What other AoE stuff might we want? The damage of arcane blast and arcane pulse are increased by 15%, but their mana costs are increased by 25%. Eh. Isn't arcane pulse like garbage? Holy crap, that's a long cast time, dude. 2,000 damage to all enemies, and this does what? 4,000 damage to one enemy. Orb, very clear casting, cause you to fire 100% casting orb now. Okay, but wasn't orb consuming my clear castings here? I could have sworn it looked like it was. Okay, so I have one clear casting. Nope, I guess not. I was just losing it. Okay. So casting orb while you have clear casting causes you to fire 2 additional arcane orbs, which is kind of wild. Arcane barrage has a 4% chance per stack of arcane salvo to launch an orb in front of you. I feel like you kind of want to take this, but how do you even get that? Like there's nothing you can drop to get that, right? Because it needs to be in the last gate. You can drop illuminated thoughts. Maybe. Gain another orb charge. How are you getting that? Doing that. Maybe. We'll try it. Let's give it a shot. Call it that. Whatevs. Let me check this profile, see if they had any actual gear in here. They running with trinkets, gaze the Elseer and Heart of the Wind. I know I have Gaze the Elms here. It'd be easier to just look this way. It's Heart of the Wind. Don't have it. It's right there. Heart of Wind. Okay. Spells and abilities have a chance to awaken the Heart of Wind, surrounding you with strong gales and increase your haste. And this one, blah, 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 blah. Casting spells and abilities manifest unstable, blah, blah, blah. Consuming the essence to grant you 56 intellect. Okay. What's my current profile? Haste 890, Mastery 550, Verse 550. What stat profile are they going with? I'm sure they're using stats more than anything. They're going with 1,000 haste, 500 crit, no verse. So they've dropped all verse. Can I drop any verse anywhere? Rings. That's what I have there, right? Yeah. Haste verse, crit verse. So not really a choice there, but I can gain more haste with that. Verse mastery, crit verse, haste verse. So more haste there. Haste verse here, probably gonna be the best it can. Haste crit, but it's too low eye level. Haste verse mastery. Crit haste. This is haste first. Can I get rid of this for anything else? Nope. Haste mastery. Okay, that's fine. Verse mastery. Crit verse. Haste verse. Guess it's just this one, huh? Yeah. Haste mastery. Okay. Let's go to the trade district. And let's try and do some keys. I don't know. We'll just feel it out. Names look pretty good here. I need a new gem. I had a haste mastery. I should probably go with what? Haste crit. Yeah. Need some crit. This guy not have gems? Huh. Leech enchants? Crit effectiveness? Okay. Thalassian haste. Haste by 13. Crit by 22. Verse by 32. This one. Okay. Shoulders. Avoidance versus leech. Somewhere maybe. Shoulder armor with more avoidance. Speed. Leech by 99. Leech by 166. Fashion tool. Weapon. Increasing your haste. Sure. Yeah. Grab that. Okay. Potions. No idea what pot you're supposed to be using. Health pots though. Can I buy 200 of those? Gain 2300 or higher secondary stat while losing 232 of your lowest. Invisibility, shield of light, mana, holy damage, verse. So I guess this one. Sounds better than the others to me. Oh no, primary stat for sure. Crit by 165 for an hour. Haste by 165 for an hour. Okay. So where's the dude with the gems? If it ain't that guy, could have sworn it was that guy. Interesting. I don't care about professions. I need to put the health pots on my alt mouse wheel down. I need to put the DPS pots on F6. This is just a flask. Just use that. Around rings. There we go. I have another socket there too. Oh yeah, it wouldn't let me like socket that previously. Okay. Shoulders, shirt. Helm, shirt. And legs. Okay. Have any extra gems? I do. Also have settings. Cannot be put on that. Okay. Not haste and mastery. I need haste and crits. Which of course I don't have. God damn it. Mastery. Alright, I'll just slap on the haste mastery. It's fine. Alright. Group dungeons. Competitive, bud. Hell yeah. Competitive keys. Fucking love competitive keys on beta. Doesn't arcane missiles itself hit multiple targets now? That's so many things. 7 waves of missiles at the enemy. 20% chancellor. 2 additional missiles. Slipstream can be channeled while moving. Oh, I need to pick that one. Oh shit. What do I drop for that? Cannot possibly drop resonance. You wouldn't want to drop that. I feel like Orb Barrage is pretty good. Charged Orb usually loses value. Try that. Okay, how the fuck do you get to the dungeon? You just talk to this guy? Altar Academy. Alright, let's get it. Little Wigs is missing. Okay, we'll survive. Hey, what happened? These guys are supposed to have names only. He's in the trade district. He's at the Spires of Rock. That's not changing that at all. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, but the ones for players aren't actually working. Name only. There you go. Now their name is so tiny. It's so hard to read. Can I move that? I do not like my tooltip thing being way over there. It's so hard for me to read. That's good. Change this to DPS. I'm not even gonna bother, dude. I don't know how to. All right, we're gonna see what's up. Probably gonna suck, but that's fine. Do I even have Lust on here? Holy shit, I don't have Lust bound. Anything else I just don't have bound? I have no idea which one is which, to be honest. Ace buff sounds good. Not the color of enemies I would have expected, but we'll ride with it. That's fine. Ain't no way. We're just doing this? Oh, baby. Oh my god, I don't have blink bound. How crazy of me. Or I probably don't even have interrupt bound either. Where's Shimmer? There's Shimmer. Where's X? There's X. Got that at least. Let's start. That was a nice Orb Barrage proc right there. I see DPS is reading as bullshit. That's definitely not true. Oh, I'm in. Fuck yeah. Bro, I'm telling Orb Barrage definitely feels good. That's definitely a feels good button, that's for sure. Not having mana at any given time feels like shit though. Being every second of your life feels terrible. Wouldn't you technically like not want a CD here until this stuff happens? That seemed to work okay. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Sure. My shield ever break? feel like my barrier never broke. That seems wrong. This tracking stuff has got to change. Oh, I want to hold on that. I don't have touch the Magi yet. There we go. Oh, that's bullshit. That's so bullshit. Hmm. What are we scaled to right now? I have no idea. 276. Okay. Sure. Just invisible nameplates. Oh yeah. And not tell what any of these mobs' health is. Hell yeah. Oh, just on the arcane blast spam, maybe. Woo! Is more not landing? Guess not. I guess I'll just hold CDs here then, eh? Man, do I need to play with personal resource display just so I can see my freaking mana? Because that feels cringe as hell. Let's dunk some bowels. I don't have that bound. Oh yeah. Okay. Easy enough. This is how you find out what you need to change, man. All right, we mini burn on pull. Let's go. Damn it. I tried to stop. Hanging out, hanging out, hanging out. I think you send this barrage no matter what. You're at max stacks. Just doom. Boom and holding. Okay. Just somebody go do the thing. Oh, it knocks you back. Fuck yeah. That is a pretty nice quality of life there. Just get to spam that the whole time. Do we not get the wind buff anymore? I don't know, I guess just dunk it. Fuck. Ah! Oh no! What is happening here? What is happening here? What is happening here? What? What did we do wrong? Hmm. Hmm. I have no idea what we did wrong. Interesting. Okay. Hell yeah. Curious at that. Just got smacked by the boss. Oh, I need to move so much stuff here. Oh, we have lust again. How's that death thing working? This is such a confusing way to look at this. Healing blow, and then you go backwards that way, but it doesn't have any healing either. Fucking cool. Oh, my bad. Wasn't paying attention. Da 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 da. Have no mana again. Yeah, it certainly feels bad if you're like holding CDs for something. You just end up with no mana so fast. Hey, you finally broke my barrier. Alright, so this guy's gonna knock back, so I'm just not gonna do that yet. So I needed more haste. Why? Because I'm fucking baby. Well, it definitely doesn't feel good being all the time with no way to get out of it. That's for sure. Hmm. I know we're doing like crap for overall damage, but that's what we're here for, to learn. Learn how the hell to play all these classes. I know Frost could do like so much more damage basically just by spamming Blizzard. Basically all you have to do is Frost. I'm wait for him to gather these, but is that off? Oh no, you bastard. I can't I target swap. Well, it's like impossible for me to choose another target, dude. What the hell? These are all smallies. 124,000 worth of my health pool. All right. Not that much. There's definitely been more. Bro, we ain't stopping here. Let's go. Please. Okay. Fuck me then. Please explode before he jumps again. Please explode before he jumps again. Oh, ho, ho. That was close. Let's just kill him. I don't think I have blast wave on my bars even. Lol. So I don't have any fucking food. Ooh. Just spam it. Doesn't matter if I have mana or not. I don't want to drop myself as text. Oh yeah, we've lost. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Got that shit right on me, bud. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I'm good. Dang, he's dead. Okay. Yeah, like single target makes sense. I really don't like running high haste, that's for sure. I would drop a ton of haste for other stuff. Mastery, to be honest. Mm. I can't even track touch the Magi well on targets. That's crazy. Is buff gonna run out? Clear casting buffs are. Does consume clear casting? No. Fuck. No way to spend it. Like the first interrupt I've done all key, by the way. I'm a piece of shit. Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I guess I just hold for CDs now. But I'm gonna go if I do that. Fuck it. That arcane orb missed? What? What's the ability that he uses? Power vacuum. Thank you. Can't see anything, but that's fine. Don't need to. Oh no. A health bar. Totally fine. Not even scared. Power vacuum in 5 seconds. Okay. You okay? I don't have an ult for it. That's fine. Stay close. Okay. Drop that on both of us, buddy. That's fine. I'm just going to surge here because we're about to run out of time. God, that being Surge's identifier is so fucking foreign to me. Pew pew. Okay. I hated it. That's fine. GG's. How do you get out of here? I guess you just leave your... Yeah. Does it port you? No, it doesn't. Okay. You just have to hearth after every key. All right. I know Frost can do way more damage. So let's check out a Frost build. That's them fucking around with Spellslinger and stuff. Let's see what we got. Bam. Crossfire unhinged, Spellslinger AoE with Shatter. Where was the thing? Spellslinger AoE. What I had seen, they had gotten Spellslinger AoE higher than Frostfire. Let me see. Spellslinger Mythic Plus. Spellslinger AoE with Shatter. Spellslinger AoE with Shatter with Elemental. Frostfire. What is Frostfire unhinged? But for now, we can just play Frostfire Mythic Plus and we'll be fine. Frostfire Mythic Plus single target does suck balls though. I don't want to play Spellslinger Mythic Plus though. Okay, let's play Spellslinger Mythic Plus. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what it do with Spellslinger. Import. Spellslinger M plus. And then can change these. Do you have Blast Wave or Supernova anymore? Or Dragon's Breath? Anything? No. Supernova? Does that exist anymore? It's there. Okay. Why can't I do that right now? What did someone just say? When you like a bad, I have no idea. Okay. Ice cold. Yep. Spatial manipulation. You get another charge of blink. Yep. Improved ice barrier. Yeah. Yeah. What am I dropping to pick up this? Do you still have blink shield? No. Oh fuck! Is this running that? No. 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 Don't do that. Pick that. This is running blink instead of ship. Bro, get the fuck. Whoever built this. I mean, I know they did it just for Sims, but oh my god, no. Do you need 1 minute invisibility? Don't need that. You pick that. There you go. Okay. Save those. Alright, so how is this playing? Spellsinger Mythic Plus. What is our APL? Flurry. Frozen Orb. Ray of Frost. You don't Comet Storm. Yay! I don't like that button. Honestly, fuck that button. I search for this specific link in the Discord. I don't know if that's useful to me. What is this one? Single target. Okay. Okay, so what talents are we actually playing with right now? Thermal Void. Okay, so after a Brain Freeze, you want to Ice Lance, I guess. I'll do no target swapping. Playing Lowly Winter, that's fine. Glacial Assault, yep. Are you playing Glaciate shit or anything? You're not playing Glacial Shatter? What? So what are you doing? Frozen Orb, highest priority. Without Brain Freeze proc. Ray of Frost if previous GCD was Frozen Orb or fight remains less than 15 seconds. So only Ray of Frost after Frozen Orb. Okay. But you running the cooldown reduction talent? I don't fucking remember what it's called. What is it called? Isn't it Glaciate? That's Ice Lance on Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost generates 2 stacks. Casting Ray of Frost turns into that. No. There was one where Ray of Frost like reduces the cooldown of your flurries, but they might have just gotten rid of that. I don't know. It might have been a long time since I checked on that. So Frozen Orb's highest prio. Ray of Frost after a Frozen Orb. Always. Frozen Orb is only highest prio if you don't have a Brain Freeze. Ice Lance after Thermal Void. Glacial Spike, but you're not playing the Glacial Spike Shatter talents in AoE, so why would you even Glacial Spike? This build doesn't make sense. What's the damage breakdown? Glacial Spike is 4.6%. Is Glacial Spike counted in Frostbolt damage? No, it's there. So why don't you pick up this talent? Oh, because... Gotcha. Because that's not what causes Glacial Spike to shatter. What actually causes Glacial Spike to hit multiple targets? I don't know. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Alright, so Prio for AoE is just Flurry with Brain Freeze, Frozen Orb, Ray of Frost, Ice Lance. Glacial Spike is ahead of Flurry. Sorry, Glacial Spike first, then Flurry with Brain Freeze, then Blizzard. What Blizzard are they running here? Cast at location. Okay, macro still works. I have that. Sure, I have my interrupt thing, but do I have... Can this be like on mouse over? Fucking no. Oh my god, dude. Save, options, keybinds. I mean, I don't even know where it would be, dude. This has like control D there. Okay, close. Do I have my marking thing? Flame strike. No. New dash focus. At mouse over. Oh, that's the name. So wait, dash focus at mouse over. Something like that. Can you do that? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Have that. The new pots that I'm using are these on F6. Take that away. Lust is there. F5 is for trinkets, which is currently Heart of Wind, which won't do anything, which is fine. 2, we're not taking Mass Invis. If I want to, I have to get rid of something else. You don't need that for dungeons. Okay. The new health pot goes there. That's health stones. Teleports. Refreshments. Okay. You don't have any CDs. So when you would open up with Glacial Spike into Flurry Ray of, wait. Frozen Orb is higher prio than Flurry in your opener. So you pre-combat Blizzard into a Flurry Frozen Orb Ray of Frost. See, but that's not what it says. I guess that's what this line is for. Yeah, that's what this line is for your opener. Okay. So Blizzard precast into Flurry, Frozen Orb, Ray of Frost. Flurry, Frozen Orb, Ray of Frost, and then Glacial Spike. Got it. And then Flurry, Ice Lance, Blizzard, Ice Lance, Ice Lance, Ice Lance, Ice Lance, Ice Lance. Holy shit, that's a lot of Ice Lancing. Ice Lance if debuffs are greater than 6. Holy crap. Okay. You're just spamming Ice Lance, bud. Fuck it, let's go. I would love to do another Out with Our Academy to compare the difference. Yo, where are target dummies in Stormwind? I have no idea. Like over here. Looks like they're over here. Bam, they're over here. Okay. They don't have grouped up target dummies. Lame. Dude, you just like... You just press any button and it does so much damage. That's so dumb. This feels so dumb, dude. This is too easy. I wish I could make that number bigger, dude. Dude, this is dumb damage. This is actually dumb damage right now. That's crazy. Alright, well this is dumb damage. Cool, let's do it. Frozen Orb if it's available and you don't have Brain Freeze. Ray of Frost if previous GCD was Frozen Orb or Fright remains less than 15 seconds. So always hold your Ray of Frost for Frozen Orbs. Okay, but don't hold your Frozen Orbs for Ray of Frost. Got it. Glacial Spike is higher prio than both Blizzard and Ice Lance. Flurry is higher prio than Blizzard if you have Brain Freeze. Blizzard is higher prio than Ice Lance. Got it. Alright. This does just dumb damage. Actually dumb damage. Dungeon is set to normal. Swap that dungeon difficulty, my guy. Which is you. Change the dungeon difficulty, my guy. You can do this. I believe in you. Change the dungeon difficulty, my guy. Bro, how many times is it going to be said? I've said it twice. The rogue has said it once. All right, cool. We'll just sit here. How do you have access to beta but not know how to change the dungeon difficulty? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay. All right. Finding some other group. I mean, you can just buy the keystone, right? How do you get them like up higher or something? Okay. Set keystone level to 10. And then keystone map of Alcatraz Academy. So I have to use this on a keystone there. Okay. And then I can start group plus 10 AA. Playstyle. Oh. What a name. You have rating? No shit, we do have rating. Wild. Nothing. I need to check what's the single target rotation for this. Bum, 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 bum. I think I have it in here. This one. This is Spell Slinger Mythic Plus. What single target rotation are they using? That's still the same. It's exactly the same, just without Blizzard. All right. That makes things very simple. Same prio and single target and AoE, just without Blizzard. Glacial Spike and Flurry with Brain Freeze are both higher prio than Blizzard. Glacial Spike, Flurry with Brain Freeze, Blizzard, then Ice Lance, right? Glacial Spike, Flurry with Brain Freeze, Blizzard, Ice Lance. Yep. Bro, that hard to get a group, eh? No tanks available? I mean, it's just dumb how much damage this does. Where's pure single target? That guy? This one, I guess. Precast this into this, 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 this. You're just spamming to reduce freezing stacks. And then you frostbolt. And then you're spamming again. Using this. Spamming again. Hmm. Interesting. Oh shit. Wrong button. Well. Keep doing that in the wrong order. Um, all right, let's do it. Not in combat. I invis. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. There's invis. Give me a combat. All right. Bam. We game. Do I even have my ready check frame? I don't even know where that is. Dash RC works. All right. All right. So how do I like reset data? Bam. There we go. Beautiful. RC for the tank. Stones. All right. Okay, we're just gonna get haste. Fuck it. What are you pinging people for, dude? Why is the healer pinging the DK? Like, I don't know. He just keeps pinging him. What's he gonna pull? What's he gonna pull? He's pulling to that guy. Okay. Hit. Casual, just fucking billion damage, bud. Fun stuff. Yeah, I'd say Frost is doing some damage. Just a bit. Oh shoot. Let's do this first. I've definitely already heard that target swapping is back on the menu, which will be so fun and engaging. Bro, what is this Frost Mage damage? Oh no. I have no idea how many targets are there. I think it's just one though. Okay. Fucking K. I mean, I know you could do so much more. I've seen people do so much higher, but still, fucking K. course I aggroed shit. Why wouldn't I? Scared for my health. That's fine. Oh boy. Missed it. I need to do this. Probably ice block here. That'd probably be good. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost just because there's so many ads here. Thanks, Dad. Your image. Barrier. Ah, where'd my images go? Everyone's dead. 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 Bam. Okay, so we just do no boss damage. How do you see who did boss damage? Oh my god, you still can't see who did boss damage? Okay. Alright. This will be something. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I fucking hate this shit. Oh my god. Damn. I overlapped that. Oh look, everybody's dead. Okay. Give him a little tidbit. They fixed the like glacial spike on pull thing. I wonder. Reset again, and we're dead. It. Well, this is interesting. Never thought we'd be chain wiping to the first boss of Algathar, that's for sure. All right. I will have 2 charges. That's good. Beam. Back up, healer. And healer's dead. Bro, fucking curse, dude. Healer's fucking us again. We did it. Healer died 3 times. It's fine. No big deal. Completed. Oh, we have lust again. GG. I want to eat my refreshments. Go fam. Boom, boom, boom. 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 That's lame. Bro, get off me. What'd I do to you, fam? Bro! Fight me, dude. Ridiculous. Up. Yes. Sorry. It is on. I mean, yeah, I seen him. Can't see anything, just clicking buttons. Alright. Oh, Tank's gonna die. Boop, Tank's dead. B-res? Nope. No! Dead. This healer is not great. Hmm. You walk up there, they're gonna spawn, bud. Just wait. Just wait. Warlock's coming. There you go. Now do it. I can't even tell if there's actually any other mobs there, if it's just him. Looks like it's just this guy now. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Thermal Void is a buff on you. Well, that's good. Fuck out of here, boy. Ooh, my health bar. Okay. That hurt. Dude, how does Ice Lane still do so little damage? That's freaking insane. Buffed it by 25%. It still does nothing. Put it in. Yep. You. Put it in. Oh boy. All right. sleep. Alright, so we can do a mini burn here. And then afterwards, we'll do another one. Spamming. Spamming. Gonna hold everything else. Oh, bullshit. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Dunk them, dude. I hate people. It's very convenient that you get so much movement, though. That's for sure. Fuck. Please. Dude, you guys are freaking kidding me. Pain. Pain. Warlock isn't even over here. Can you proc a brain freeze from an ice lance? I don't think you can. Just staring at my freezing stacks the whole fight. It's fun stuff. Fun gameplay, baby. I'm gonna bank some movement here. Bank some more. That's too early. Now. You fucking dick, dude. Dunk the fucking orbs. All right. Well, I think that's about it for this geek. Shatter being 22% of my damage overall. Here. Ice Lance at 28% total, which is probably Ice Lance and Shatter. Yeah. Yeah, 22%. Nailed it. And Ice Lance at 5%. I'm so glad he rezzed his friend. Yep. So nothing's actually reducing the cooldown of Frozen Orb. Certainly feels like it. I feel like I'm getting more Frozen Orbs than just once a minute. Especially because like Frozen Orb seems to come up faster than Ray of Frost. Surprised you're not playing that. Surprised you're not taking that either. Thermal Void too good. Glaciate too good, I guess. I don't know. I'm ready for the pain to end. Ugh. Hope healer dies at the end. GG's. Thought slash abandon was going to be the command to do that, but I guess not. Didn't work. Did not take. All right, that's going to be it for tonight. Frost, definitely the winner in AoE. Arcane seemed pretty strong in single target, to be honest. But I really hate running out of mana, so I'd play with stats a bit to see if that's possible to get near the same DPS without running out of mana, because running out of mana always feels shitty. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I should be back on late tomorrow night, so probably starting around this time, 10. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm not going to be on tomorrow because I'm going to work on YouTube video prep. And there's raid texting next week, so maybe look into that. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.